Intercultural communication is important and prevalent in our everyday lives. There are two types of intercultural communication, flexible and inflexible. Flexible intercultural communication is about using our knowledge and having an open mind. Inflexible intercultural communication emphasizes our own cultural values and judgments when communicating with those of different cultures. Flexible intercultural communication reflects an ethno-relative attitude, whereas inflexible intercultural communication reflects an ethnocentric mindset. Ethno-relative means that you are able to understand from another person's cultural perspective, whereas ethnocentric means that it is hard for you to understand and accept another cultural worldview besides your own. Intercultural communication flexibility is made up of three components: knowledge, attitude, and skills. It also has three criteria: appropriateness, effectiveness, and adaptability. To help understand intercultural communication flexibility from a long-term viewpoint, we use the staircase model. This model is made up of 4 stages: unconscious incompetent stage, conscious incompetent stage, conscious competent stage, and unconscious competent stage. These stages of the staircase model help us conceptualize our flexible intercultural communication. If I were a teacher, I want my students to have an open mind when learning about and meeting people from other cultures. I would tell them that it is important to have flexible intercultural attitude to engage in ethno-relative thinking. This will help them understand someone else's cultural view. I would also tell them that in order to be flexible intercultural communicators, we have to be imaginative when understanding other cultures. We must behave appropriately and decide whether to adapt, to maintain the same posture, or to expect the other person to adapt to our behaviors. The time I fell down the staircase model and appeared inflexible would be this summer, when I studied abroad in Barcelona. At first, it was difficult to adjust to their culture and interact with the people there. I knew a little Spanish, but not enough to carry on a full, in-depth conversation. I did not think that the people there were as friendly as they were here, which also made things more difficult. Eventually, I learned more Spanish, got used to the cultural differences between us, and even started adapting to their culture and the way they do things. At first, I was very consciously inflexible, but eventually became consciously competent and started picking up on everyday intercultural meanings and behaviors.